Hey everyone, this is Tappers here again, and welcome back to the Mega Man Super Fighting Robot Kirby Challenge. When last left off, we defeated Woodman, our 5th Robot Master, and now we're heading off to Zapman, because naturally nature would defeat electricity, right? Because it's not non-conductive and all that. So, from Leaf Man we got the Leaf Boomerang, which is a pretty solid weapon, in all honesty, except I'm not using it except right now, because, my god, it shreds through enemies. And in case you also don't know, because it's a boomerang, you can actually grab power-ups, but, I mean, how would you know that? I haven't actually collected any power-ups yet. But, because this is an electric stage, you got a lot of electric enemies. You've got these, head volts, you've got magnetrons, and you've got these things called plug clops, which are a cyclops, except that they plug into themselves and fire electricity. The rest of the enemies are pretty much what we've already seen, so pretty much the rest of it is just the stage and about the weapon. Now, the Leaf Boomerang, as you can see, deals multiple hits on an enemy when it hits. It may not have like the best range, but it reaches pretty far. And if you defeat an enemy that drops a power up, you can get something in return, like screws, energy, or health, whatever you want. As far as the rest of the weapon for the Leaf Boomerang, it uses up 2 ammo, but if it returns to you, you get 1 energy back. So technically you get 28 shots, I guess. Sorry, I'm kind of hiccuping. But one thing I should probably just mention right there is that I do break the rules there to switch with rush coil, and that's only because I wanted to grab the letter for beat later on. I didn't really have to do that, but I did just because it would have been really awkward if it was the only letter that I didn't pick up. So it doesn't really hurt anything because I didn't like ignore any enemies, and I still went back through the obstacles. So there's that. This was probably one of the easiest stages to go through because, considering we have the Leaf Boomerang, which shreds pretty much every enemy and picks up all sorts of items, it's not even hard. Although, this area right here is where I died because I ended up trying to jump over that pit, but the magnetron was actually attracting me in my mid-jump, so that kind of sucked. But it doesn't really matter because, yeah, it's probably the easiest of the stages that I actually have to do, because I don't have to conserve or be pacifist or anything, although I did ignore a few enemies, and for whatever reason I'm trying to hit these head volts, except they are just out of my range that I can't hit them. Also, Gabule type C's, because sure, no reason. Those amps on the bottom that shoot the electricity that charge up those electric blocks, they split when they're on your elevation, so you have to kind of be careful of that. Nothing you have to really worry about. And they don't exactly have any name because they're not exactly an enemy by any means. But, yeah. This stage kind of reminds me of Magnet Man from Mega Man 3 with the magnets you see near the beginning of the stage trying to carry you all over the place. Except their only use here is to kind of pull you in or push you out. So they're a lot more dangerous later on in the game. So there's that to worry about. So entering the corridor, or entering the boss arena, we have Zapman, which is relatively easy if you have a ton, well, since you have a ton of Leaf Boomerang ammo. He does take 7 hits to kill, and you also have to watch out for his movements, because sometimes he likes to try to get really close to you. It is possible to beat him using less than 7 shots, but that's only if if you hit him and then he jumps towards you, you can actually get a double hit. It's very unlikely, but I have done it on a couple of times, at least during practice runs when I was trying to route out this project. But for defeating Zapman, we get a really cool magenta yellowish color, kind of like a Laffy Taffy sort of color in a way. And we get the Zap Barrier, which is our barrier weapon of the game. And we'll go over how useful, not useful that weapon really is in the next stage, because I'm pretty sure you can guess with an electric weapon where we're going off to next. So this has been Tapras, and I will see you again next time.